I'm back. It's time for your vitamin. Today, we're going to peel back the skin. We're going to take away the fat. We're going to peel back those muscles. And we're going to talk about some bones. That would be those white things that form the structure that makes up what you are. Basically your posture and everything else, the length of your arms, legs, all that stuff. You know, your feet, hands, things that make it able for you to be able to do this. So your hand isn't just a puddle on the ground, and the rest of you isn't a puddle on the ground. So, bones, these are the lattice system that makes you up, makes you look like how you look to some degree, gives you your frame that everything else hangs on to. All the muscles in your body are attached to bones, so they basically make all the bones move around. The bones do not move the muscles. Bones, actually, you've got 206 of them. You're actually born with 300, but several of them fuse as you get older. They actually make up about 14 to 15% of your body weight. Okay, so whenever you stand on the scale, 15% of that is bone. You don't want that going anywhere. You don't want bone loss. Bone loss is the last thing you want to lose. Bones are about half water, half solid. And on the solid side of that, they are made up of a lot of minerals and some amino acids. Okay, a lot of minerals and mineral salts. If you ever get to see a cross section of a bone, it looks like a bridge. It looks like a lattice system. Bones are actually formed due to force. So whenever you stand up and you walk around, the force that's imposed on your body is what's building your bones and making them, you know, basically it gives them a reason for having the structure that they have. So whenever you look at building bones and how to build bones and how to keep from having osteoporosis, you have to stress the bones. That's the only way to get them to grow. You can give them all the calcium you want, but they're not going to take it up if they don't have any stress applied to them. So you must stress the bones. Once you stress the bones, they take some calcium in, and they've got to have other things with calcium as well. You got to have some magnesium, you got to have some vitamin K2, you got to have some vitamin D, you got to have some protein going in there, you got to have sulfur compounds, which you get from cruciferous vegetables, so cauliflowers and broccoli, you want to have a lot of those if you want to have some good bones. Same thing with the rest of your greens. You want to have some boron, you want to have some trace minerals, so every time I talk about the Himalayan sea salt, putting that in your water, there's another reason for that, so you can actually help build your bones with that, because those mineral salts and trace minerals in there actually help comprise those little bones in your fingers and everything, everywhere else. So it's not like a calcium. We got tons of calcium. There's tons of milk and yogurt and cheese and everything else all over the place. Everything's fortified with calcium now. Tons of calcium. You get some Tums. Tums doesn't work all that well because it's just mineral calcium. There's nothing else there. The problem with that is if you take in too much calcium, that calcium runs around in your vascular system. And if it's roaming around your vascular system and not in your bones, it's calcium. It calcifies. It causes calcification, usually in your veins and arteries. What does that mean? You have clumps in your veins and arteries. What does that mean? Well, you don't have as much oxygen flow. You don't have as much blood flow. It means you have veins and arteries that go from here to here to here to here to here to here, and they close off. What happens when they close off? You stroke out. So, calcium ain't the issue. And sometimes it is the issue. We'll forewarning there on overtaking calcium without everything else to help pull it in and use it. So with that, get out, move around, move your bones, move your muscles, make your muscles move your bones with a lot of heavy stuff on the end of them. That would be called working out. To stress them, to make them grow, to keep them solid, because, well, if you're working out, they stay solid. Trust me, works out very, very well. Don't believe me? Go get a DEXA scan, go work out. 6 months later, you will have more bone mass. That's just how it works. You won't have to change anything else in your life to do that. One other thing about bones. On the inside of your bones, you have this stuff called marrow. Marrow actually produces all of your red blood cells and your white blood cells. So all those red blood cells that roam around in your vascular system actually come from your bones. And the white blood cells that eat up all the bad stuff, like little Pac-Men, those come from your bones too. So take care of your bones. Drop that Coke. Don't have a Coke and a smile, because you're going to be smiling for too much longer if you keep on drinking those Cokes, because the phosphoric acid in the Cokes leaches calcium out of the bones, takes it away, and makes you pee it out, is what happens with that. So, if you're having a Coke and a smile, you won't be smiling too much longer because these bones will start to fade away, these bones will go away, and all the rest of your bones will go away, and it'll be a puddle of stuff on the floor with your Coke. So with that, toss the Coke, have some minerals, go work out, go exercise, move around, stress the bones, make them grow. Talk to you later. That's your Vidman.